I was like 31 or something when we bought this farm, and of course we were, broke. We had to go somewhere where land was affordable, so out in the rural areas, and then we used a FSA loan to purchase it. 33 acres, but about 15 of it's in woods. So, we just kind of been developing slowly, and I'm to the point now where I'm ready to start throwing some fences up in the woods and then turning my goats back up into there. When I was undergrad, I was able to work for Barbara Kingsolver and Stephen Hopp. So I worked for them during kind of like, if you're familiar with the book Animal, Vegetable, Miracle. Okay. Right after that had been released. And they were starting like a farm-to-table restaurant. And then I was working on their farm, was like that time they were doing the Icelandic sheep, some chickens, turkeys, and then we were growing lots of vegetables, for that restaurant that they were starting. And it's a good experience and kind of opened my mind to like the local food scene. I drink all that Kool-Aid and been stuck in for since. And then, I was into Zambia for Peace Corps, and I was doing mostly like agroforestry, their row crops kind of stuff, a little bit of goat stuff, but mostly like corn and soybeans. Yeah, we've been on the farm 6 years. We started mostly just with wool sheep. Had no intentions of getting into goats and milking goats. Kind of fell into it by accident. Now we went from having like 25 sheep and 2 goats to now we have, 25 goats and 4 sheep. So yeah, we're running chickens in orchards, and I've got some trees planted in the pasture, and doing like, I have pawpaws and plums and kind of like native fruit producing trees in our riparian zone, elderberries. So we've tried to do a little silvopasture stuff here with this honey locust, and I think we have some tulip poplar planted, but it's a little harder on the goat side. If you're going to work with nature and the ecosystem is very dynamic. And so in order to complement that, you need a dynamic system on top of it. So kind of what I look at is like, how's the ecosystem functioning? How can we add agriculture into that? And the agriculture benefit from the ecosystem services that we're creating through agroforestry, through, pasture rotation, through chicken, pastured poultry, through no-till, agriculture and their no-till garden kind of concept. How are we, building the soil, because it's going to be the basis of everything that, thrives after that.
We set up these silage tarps, pretty simple. We rest one garden each year. So this year we're resting this garden except for beans and strawberries that are up top. And in the winter we muck out the barn, lay down hay and goat poop, cover it, and we make permanent beds, so we're like really layering in the compost. Like you can really get your arm in all the way up to your elbow. It's really great.
Wow.
Fluffy, worms and life everywhere.
I'm a huge component of a regional food system. I feel like that helps us like take control. The USDA regulations limit producers on smaller scale. I think they're more set up for larger scale and encouraging more of an industrial system and less of what we know in Virginia as a small family farm.
Mm-hmm. It's like what we're seeking here is a life lived well, tied to land. Having everything that you need and love right here, so you never really have a desire to be many other places.